Well, hello. This is Rosa RCG Creations. How are you doing? I'm bringing you today a meal in a crock pot. We're going to be making crockpot lasagna. It's way too hot here in South Texas to cook with the oven. So, you know what? I'm going to move you up just a tad so you can see my face. My gorgeous face. I'm such a ham, aren't I? Anyway, here we go. I went ahead to save up on cleaning. I've got a crock pot liner in here. Now I'm going to add a little bit of sauce, and this is homemade sauce, jar sauce, but I'm using the jar sauce. I went lazy, but I did add some finely diced onions and some garlic to give it a little bit more flavor. You want to line the bottom of your crock pot with sauce. Okay. Because as you could tell, we're going to be stacking everything in layers. And you want to make sure that the lasagna has plenty of juice on the bottom. Let me do one more scooper. And of course, in the description box will be the entire recipe. Oh, let me get my other spoon. Because I may not use all of that ground beef. And if we don't, we'll save this ground beef for another project. I just store mine in a container, and I do keep the product that's in there, package label, just so I know what it is. You want to use your whole layer of lasagnas, whatever it is that you have, and on the outer edges, just break it for whatever size you think you're going to need. And then lay it, because you want to layer this all the way. You want lasagna all the way around the inside of the bowl. You hear that snap, snap, snap? Get any flyaways, grab them. Put them in your pot, just toss them in there. Go. Now we're going to do a layer of meat. Hubby was gracious enough to cook the ground beef and drain it for me. So I'm going to do one layer, and then I'm going to repeat the steps for however big your crock pot is. And we're going to cook it on low. And in 4 to 5 hours, it'll be ready for us to eat. One pot. And since I'm using a liner, no mess in cleaning up, which is yay for me. Oh, forgot. I need another layer of my Ricotta Cheese, my spaghetti sauce. You don't need a whole bunch on this layer. You only needed it a whole lot on the bottom layer. Now I've got my ricotta cheese, which is the ricotta cheese mixed with mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, the shredded mozzarella and shredded Parmesan, and Italian seasonings, and some kosher salt. That is how I make my mixture. And that also will be in the description box for the full recipe. And what's nice, if you have extra or you want to make a double batch, make it all up, put it in the freezer, label it, and you'll already have it ready for the next time you want to make it. I'm just going to smooth this out over the whole thing. So this is just basically a layer, just like you do regular lasagna in the oven. The only thing we're not doing is we're not using the oven, and I'm not heating my house up, because it's way too hot right now in Texas. So now I'm just going to break this up and put as much lasagna all the way around as possible. And in a minute I'm going to show you how mine looked. But you don't have to be precise or anything. You can do it however you want to do it. Remember, you're the cook. You're the one that's prepping it. So it's up to you. But do you see that? Try to get it all the way around the whole thing. Okay. Let me just finish. I'm going to use this whole. I like to have at least 2 noodles on each layer. And they're going to get a soft. So that's what's really going to work out nice. Oh, I'm going to do my ground beef. And it doesn't really make a bit of difference what order you want to do it in. It's totally up to you. And I think this video for sure will be under my 15-minute time frame I like to give myself for my videos. Because I know when I'm watching videos, anything over 20 minutes, I kind of lose interest and I hit fast forward. And I don't like to have any of my subscribers or anybody watching my videos fast forward, because you miss out a bunch of stuff. And I'm chit-chatting throughout the whole video, and I'll remember something and I'll add it to it. And I try not to do that with other videos, but sometimes it's like, I don't have time for all this. I'm on a schedule. And then when I can, I definitely give it my full-time view, and I'll watch like an hour video. Like Becky from Maker Homestead, she always does like an hour, hour and a half videos. And but she does a lot of stuff on hers. If you haven't checked her out, check her out. She's at Acre Homestead. I'll try to do a pop-up, or I may just put a link in the description box, just so you know, and you have her information. She's got a really good link. I like her way of, she's a cook, a gardener, and she's self-taught as far as gardening is concerned, but not totally self-taught, because her parents have a garden. I don't know if she was raised with that. My parents did not have a garden. We lived in the city, and so I never knew about gardening until I met my ex-husband. He had a garden. And now with the cost of prices of groceries and supply and demand, I taught myself that it's, told hubby that I got to learn how to have a garden and do it ourselves. Oh, double dip. That sauce is good. Okay, so that layer's done. Let's do our layer of cheese. And we're going to be just about done. So you want to, after you've done all your layers, you want to cover it, put it on low, set your timer, 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, check it. It'll be ready in 4 hours, but for the flavor and the enhancement, because you want all the flavors to meld and get together, because it's like, oh yes. So you want to, if possible, give yourself the 5 hours before you dig into it. And I'm trying to get all the way to the edges and making sure that everything is soaked up. And of course, as it's cooking, it's going to, oh, I just lost where my layers, what's my next layer? Okay, it was pasta. Okay, so now we need my sauce. I want to save some of my sauce for the top layer. So I'm going to be a little bit on the sparing side. Okay. And I am sweating. Let me get one layer here, all the way to the edge. One layer there. And you notice that it didn't tell me to pre-cook the pasta. And it's because, well, it's marinating for so long, it's going to get moist and all the juices from the food. so you don't have to pre-cook your pasta. You could also buy the no boil pasta if you're needing to do this on the stovetop or in your oven. Not stovetop, but in your oven. Man, I'm just sweating galore. I'm burning up. Now you know why I said no bacon in the oven this summer. Okay, I think we're good on that part now. So there's another layer of ground beef because I think I have enough room for one more layer. Hubby made this ground beef yesterday and cooked and drained it for me. So it sat in the fridge overnight covered. I don't think I'll have room for all of it. So we'll have some cooked ground beef ready for another meal. I'm just going to refreeze it back in the freezer because I don't have any plans for ground beef the rest of this week. But you never know. Life happens and things change, and I just try to go with the flow because I wanted to do something but I didn't get to do it. Oh well. I think we're done with that. Oh no, I'm going to need it for the top layer. And I think I made just enough ricotta cheese mix. Man, I'm just sweating galore. I know why I'm sweating is because I'm hurting because I'm standing up. I should be doing this sitting down because with my tailbone issue from my car wreck, I can't stand too long without being in a lot of pain. But it is what it is, and you move forward, move along. I'm going to use all of my cheese. I'm going to scrape all of that cheese in there. Okay. Now let's smooth it all over. And we're going to layer with the pasta. Let me use that one that was already broken. Okay, it's on the edge. It's on the edge. And let me get one more. Break it up so we have a lot of the pasta. And of course, you could do this vegan style. That's another way to make something like this. Okay. I think we're good. Now let's put the last of the sauce all on top. Man, I wish we had some television. The pasta just, I don't know what to do. I cheated and I just used a jar. So I just opened up the jar. That's all I did. I think I only have one jar left, and it's a small jar of the homemade pasta sauce. So it's time for me to make some more. And thank goodness it's summertime. I'm going to get some more tomatoes, get a whole bunch of them, and make, I like to do at least 60 quarts of sauce because we use so much pasta sauce. Man, I'm just sweating galore. I'm so sorry if you see me sweating over there. Okay. We are totally done. We are now going to, oh, let me get my towel because I got pasta and I don't want to get it on my power cord. Let me get my lid. Excuse me for the reach. I always like to wipe my lid just in case. It was in the pantry, but you never know. which way is this one go? Oh no, it's the other crock pot. There's a certain way it goes. Okay. And I like to put these little twisty tie things. They're made out of silicone. And it always stays with the cord, so I don't have to worry about losing it. Okay. Let's get all this out of the way. Move this over here. Put this baby on low. And we'll be back to do the taste test. Okay, we'll bring you back. Okay, we are back. Now we've got the last 10 minutes of cooking. Look how all puffed up. So we know the pasta noodles are going to be totally cooked. Yay! I was a little worried when it didn't ask for extra water. Because there are uncooked. So I'm adding my cheese to the top. We're going to finish cooking for the last 10 minutes. And then we'll be ready to eat. So now we're going to bring you back for the taste test. Okay, we are back for the taste test. Okay, let's dig into this baby. Ooh. Let me show you. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Not overly watery. And I got all the way, see, I got all the way down to the bottom. But the biggest thing of all, who cares what I do with all that? Let's see how it tastes. Okay, the pasta for sure is soft. Yay. Let me get some ricotta, get some ground beef. Hot. Still hot. But very good flavor. I'm going to be honest with you. The pot noodles are a little on the soft side for my taste, but they still have their texture. So I think I could have cooked this for an easy 4.5 hours instead of 5 hours, and I would have been just fine. Because for me, it's just a little on the soft. The pasta itself, the meat's great, the sauce is great, the combo, the cheese, the ricotta cheese and all that, that's good. Here's just the pasta by itself. Hot, hot, hot. 2 thumbs up. Well, actually, you know, I'm going to do a 1.5. Okay, because for the 5 hours of low heat for 5 hours, I say it was a little too much. Easy could have done it in 4.5, possibly even 4. But anyway, thank you much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Take care now. Oh, don't forget to ring the bell so you know when my next video comes out every 3 days. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye-bye.